One of the VIPs pulled me over after the lunch and was like, oh man, I got a sitch, I got a problem, I got something I'm dealing with. Can the ME help me? And I'm like, the ME can always help you. Terry, his name was Terry. Terry's like their star performer. So let me give you guys this scenario, because this is a scenario that each and every one of you face. Unfortunately, it's painful, it's terrible, but we all face it from time to time, sometimes more often, sometimes less often. Depends on our competition and how crappy they are. Here's the problem that my awesome pro financial advisor faced. He had a fixed annuity product that, by the way, as a high net worth individual, I was like, man, that sounds pretty good. Right? Because I was listening to their talks about the product. Well, product is very good. But complete protection on the downside. There's some limited upside, but you get more upside than you would with a bond. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the fact that he had a client that moved 600 grand over to this product. And the client was like, yo, this is awesome. I love this product. I want more of what you got. So my guy said, how much more? Let's move another 6, right? Let's just even it out to 1.2 million in this product. Great, no problem. I'll send you over the paperwork. In the process of sending it over the paperwork, the customer got in touch with their broker, okay? Their broker that does business with them. Their broker that has a vested interest in them not taking 600 grand out of their brokerage account. Who wants to unmute themselves and give me an idea of what you think the incumbent broker said to the customer when the incumbent broker figured out there's a new sheriff in town and he wants $600,000 more out of the account? What did that broker say?
Obviously, don't do that.
Oh.
I'll help you with something else.
Yeah, don't do that. Those guys, I've never heard of them. They're probably unethical. That product sounds too good to be true. Don't do that. What you need, you know what you need is you need to come to my office and let me walk you through. I'll build something just like that, but you don't want to deal with the kind of smells a little fishy, smells a little unethical. I wouldn't do business with those guys, okay? Now, here's the problem. What my high net worth, high performing, superstar financial advisor, he handled it in a good way. But he didn't handle it in an Easton University great way. He asked me, hey, so here's what I did. I called the carrier of origination with this financial product. I actually got all the way to the C-level of their company. What we did is we arranged a conversation. We're going to have a Zoom meeting next week with the client to, make all of their things feel a little bit better. We're going to, for full transparency, we'll walk them through everything. Great. By the way, that's a great thing to do. It's a good thing to do. But there was a step there missing in the middle that I coached this individual on, that I'm going to coach you guys on right now, that I want you to do when you've got a competitor that is talking smack about you. They're talking smack about your products. They're talking smack about your solutions, okay? They're talking bad about your company. They're saying, don't do business with them. How do I want you guys to handle this, okay? And the first way I'm going to tell you before I ask you, I'm going to tell you what not to do. What not to do is to talk smack back. Okay? Does anyone want to take a guess at why I'm not advising you to go, oh no, we're great, they're the ones that are the problems? Why shouldn't you do that?
It's defensive.
Defensive, yeah, 100%. Who else has got another reason?
Just playing the same game of bad mouthing. It doesn't put you in any kind of position of authority.
Exactly right. Exactly right. As my grandfather used to say, back when he was alive, he used to tell me, Matt, don't argue with a crazy person, because from a distance, people can't tell who is who, okay? Now, you guys got to realize this. You've got a client that just gave you $600,000. They're trying to give you another $600,000 for 1.2 mil, okay? They had to work hard for this money. This is very stressful for them. They need you, much like a child needs a parent, okay? And when one parent, let's say we're going through an evil divorce, because that's kind of the situation that this advisor was going through, a divorce, not the advisor, but his customer. I'm divorcing 1.2 mil of my portfolio from parent A and giving it to parent B. When both parents talk smack about each other, it tears the kids apart. which is why any good therapist, any good counselor, any good even divorce attorney would advise their client or their patient, don't talk smack about mom, don't talk smack about dad, because your kid doesn't know who's who. And guess what? They'll figure it out eventually all by themselves. Be that supportive parent, right? It's very difficult for your customer to figure out who's who. So don't go, and fortunately this person did not do that. Don't go and counter with, well, let me tell you why they're bad and we're the best. Because to everybody's point, Jay's included, Robert's included, you're just adding confusion to the deal. Okay, so what they're doing is they're going to have a Zoom and they're going to talk about all of the concerns. There's one thing I want you guys to do before you even do that. Who wants to take a guess at what it is?
Discover the real reasons they want to make a change in the first place.
I like it. I mean, we're probably already there, right? Because in the beginning, and he already gave us 600 grand, right? What's most important to you? What's your biggest reason for wanting to move some funding over? So I like that. But what I'm looking for is an immediate response that I want you guys to have locked and loaded right on your hip. You're going to have a concealed carry. You're going to have a concealed carry for this response. You guys are now going to be walking around armed. You're going to have this response on your hip ready when a customer talks smack to you. What's the response that you're going to have locked and loaded on your hip and ready to go? Who wants to take a guess?
You always agree. Say, hey, I'm glad this question came up. It'll give us a chance to really examine what the right thing for you to do is.
You could do that. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not glad somebody talks smack about me. But maybe that's because I spend too much time in the octagon and on the jiu-jitsu mats and fighting with people. I don't want to get in a fight, right? Like, I'm not glad that we're fighting, but I'll handle it. Okay? So here's what I want you guys to do. Call sounds like this. Robert, will you mind unmuting yourself? I want you to play the role of the client. Okay? I'm your financial advisor. Robert, I want you to call me and unload and say, hey, I just talked to my broker, and my broker says you guys are probably unethical, you haven't been in business, just make stuff up. Paint a bad picture. And then I'm gonna reach for my concealed carry. Pow! And I'm going to give you guys the immediate response. So I'm answering. This is Matt.
Hey, Matt, it's Robert.
Hey, Robert. What can I get you information on?
I got to talk to you about this additional $600,000.
Sure.
I decided that I'm probably not going to move that money. I talked to my current broker, and he actually, really doesn't think that the product is probably the best for my portfolio, and doesn't really have a lot of great things to say about your brokerage as well, and some of those products. And so he's thinking that we might want to redirect that into something that may turn into more profitability for me down the road.
Robert, just out of curiosity, why do you think he said that?
Because, well, I would hope that he's looking out for my best interest, but I would think that, he wants to keep that in the portfolio as well.
Yeah, there you go. Is this something he ever discussed with you before, or was this more of a reaction to him losing the 600 grand?
Yeah, that's a good question. It definitely was more of a reaction because I'm moving money to you.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, Robert. I don't agree with how he handled the situation, but I totally understand why this call was placed to you. I mean, you're an ideal client. You're the exact type of client that I want to build my practice around. Like, if I could literally have a portfolio of Roberts, I would, right? So I can understand there's some pain over on the other side of losing another 600 grand. Now, here's what I would not do and never do, and that is try and keep you with us by saying things about other clients. But I'll be honest, and you should know this, and you deserve to hear this, you're the type of client that we want, and I have no doubts you're the type of client that broker wants. What are some of your thoughts as you go through this?
main objective is to capitalize on the money and
Yeah.
put money where it's going to work the best for me and long term for my family. So that's really the main issue.
Yeah, and has anything changed since besides the call that you got? And we understand why you got it, but besides that call, has anything else changed with your situation that I should know about?
No, I think we're right on track with what we've discussed, and that first 600,000 is looking to do really well, and I'm excited and happy with that product, and it seems a bit unique, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and I'm excited as well. Does it make sense for us to move forward with the other 600?
I think it does. I'm just trying to figure out how to handle this other side.
Matt, can I interject?
Sure, Jay.
When he said, I'm really excited about the first $600,000, et cetera, I'd say, really? What are you excited about?
See, and I get it, Jay, but what is our goal here to accomplish? Is our goal, and this is, sorry guys, this is jujitsu. Is my goal to scratch, poke, and bruise that other broker? Is my goal to walk around, yeah, I'm the best? Or is my goal to help my client? Right? My personal philosophy and the Easton University philosophy, and you can pull what you want from Easton University, how you want it, Jay, but I just quietly went under the chin and choked out that garbage that came over from the other person, and now I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to continue to resell Robert, because if I try and balance the negativity from the other side with, tell me why you love it, positivity, we are drifting very rapidly into the zone of, tell me what you like most about being at Dad's house. Right? Well, Dad, you're great. You give me the Dad is great. He gives me the chocolate cake. You know, oh yeah, here, have some more cake, kid. Now I'm just one parent trying to win the war over the other parent. Okay? We are trying to land the airplane. I'm going to say that again because it's very important. We were just on final with 600K. Already got 600K on the ground. There it is. Hey, 600K. And now I'm on final with another 600. Warning, warning, warning. Okay? This is not the time to start flipping switches, pulling things, looking left, looking right. This is warning. What do we got? Okay, in the EFIS, it looks like we have a power line. Adjust, flaps, 4 degrees. Are we clear? Yes. Proceed.
I'm with you, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let me throw thing you can also throw into on the other side. I get what you're saying. I really do. Annuities, securities versus annuities, there's no guarantees of securities. So
we're not talking about that. We're talking about sales process, okay? So this is what I want. This is what I want to hit home with the group. Okay, let's stay focused on the sales process. When somebody talks smack about you, your company, your solutions, the answer is, Did you hear how I made noises? Did you guys catch how I made noises as he was saying that? Man, And they're saying you're unethical. Right? I'm going to make some noises. I'm going to show that these are powerful statements being made. But instead of getting aggressive, and taking my jacket off and getting ready for a fight, it's just a curiosity, Robert. Why do you think they told you that? And now here's the beautiful thing. Guess what Robert does? My job for me. Well, they don't want to lose 600 grand. Yeah. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got 3 options. Option number 1, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen, where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number 2, you can look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're going to catch some sort of once-in-a-lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're going to see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.